Well, hello and welcome to today's episode of the Power of Your Mind podcast. You are listening to episode number 308, When the Universe Doesn't Respond. We're going to get into that in a minute, but before that, I'm Victoria Gallagher, your host, and I'm here to inspire you to tap into the incredible power of your mind by helping you to understand the law of attraction, manifestation, hypnosis, affirmations, meditation, and many other powerful tools that are all designed to help you rewire your mindset and propel you toward success. And every week we discuss proven strategies and approaches to empower you to manifest your dreams, achieve your highest potential and your goals. And so tune in every week so that you can get inspired and discover how to unlock the power of your mind. Once again, you are listening to episode number 308, When the Universe Doesn't Respond. And make sure that you subscribe to the Power of Your Mind podcast on your favorite platform so that you never miss an episode. Each episode is just another opportunity for you to get inspired, transform your life. And if you're getting value out of listening to the Power of Your Mind podcast, then I would really appreciate a little support. And here's how you can support our podcast. One, you can leave us a review. Two, you can share the podcast with someone who could use a little inspiration. Or three, you could download and subscribe to my Believe Hypnosis app. And that is how you can support this podcast. Your support means the absolute world to me. And so I really want to thank you for being a part of the community here. Now, if you're new to this show or you're new to me, let me just introduce myself. I'm Victoria Gallagher again. I'm a best-selling author, Practical Law of Attraction, and several other books. I'm a hypnotherapist for 25 years, digital course creator, inspirational speaker, entrepreneur, and I specialize in helping people, especially business professionals, use the power of their minds to manifest success using practical strategies, including the law of attraction. And I am passionate about personal growth, meditation, learning, and growing. I'm also the creator of the new hypnosis app called Believe, which is designed to help you make powerful changes in your subconscious mind using hypnotherapy and manifestation techniques. And I am on a mission to help millions of people worldwide by making hypnotherapy accessible to anyone and everyone. So please be sure to check out the Believe Hypnosis app, which gives you access to over 1,000 hypnosis sessions and growing, affirmations, meditations, everything designed to help you to achieve your dreams, goals, and desires. And it's just like having a hypnotherapist. It's always right there, available to you, right in the palm of your hand, ready to guide you towards success in whatever area of your life you're looking to improve. So download the Believe Hypnosis app today and get started on manifesting the life you deserve. Now let's get into today's episode. So today we are talking all about when the universe doesn't respond. All right. So have you ever just asked for something? You've been trying to manifest something, you keep putting it out there, and you're looking for guidance, you're looking for answers, and it just feels like you're just totally being ignored. I hate being ignored, don't you? Like, I hate it when I put something out there and then I don't get anything back. And, that's exactly what we're talking about today is why that might be happening. Why sometimes you pray, sometimes you meditate, sometimes you do the hypnosis, sometimes you write and you journal and you keep asking, 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 asking ye shall receive, right? But then yet he hasn't received anything yet. And so why does that happen? And what is the What is the block? What is the reason why that happening? We're going to actually talk about how, how this happens, how this actually works, why this happens, and what you can do about it. So the first thing that I want to really get kind of clear is the whole universal consciousness and the idea that, there just might be a universal consciousness out there, whatever you want to call it, that already understands, that already knows, that's already, maybe it's not seeming like it's listening to you, but it already understands what it is that you need before you even ask for it. And when I use the terms the universe, life force, collective consciousness, infinite intelligence, God, superconscious, all of these are interchangeable. None of these are meant to, um, none of these are meant as any kind of like religious kind of connotation. It's all more based spiritually, metaphysical. These are just different terms that we use for that greater good out there, whatever you might call it. All right. And so this is all interchangeable. It doesn't matter if you're religious or not. What we're talking about here is when your prayer or your meditation or your questions just seem to go unanswered and what you can do about that. And when it really comes down to it, and this is just something that I've been exploring a lot more when it comes to manifesting. And that is that where does the idea, where does the desire, where does the thing that you really want to manifest actually come from? And I'm starting to, I'm starting to really get into more of a theory that the desires that we have on a surface level are not really it's not the real thing. Like when ultimately when you are putting something out there, you're saying, hey, I really want to manifest a house, or I really want to manifest a car, I really want to manifest this business, or I really want to manifest this amount of money. Like, where is that desire coming from? Is that coming from your ego, or is that coming from, like a real place that knows what's ultimately in your highest good? And, so I want to suggest that when you ask for something, that if your request, if your manifestation isn't happening, it may be because whatever it is that you're putting out there isn't coming from a deeply connected place that knows you completely and knows what you already have a need for. And, whether you call it prayer, whether you call it meditation, whatever you call that silence, that is a place that you go to form that deeper connection with the part of you that actually knows you completely and knows more about what your needs are than you actually know yourself. And so you don't really have to worry so much about being ignored. What you are ultimately looking for is the truth. You're looking within yourself to find out what is the desire that I really have. Like if this isn't manifesting and you just continue trying, to put it out there and put it out there and put it out there and it's just not happening, well, are you going to continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result? And so I believe that when it comes to manifesting, we may not actually be the ones that are creating the idea or the desire in the first place. So when I talk about in my practical law of attraction book, the very first condition being desire. One of the things that I do have you take a look at is, are all the things that you don't like, which ultimately can lead you toward finding your true desire. But, even with that said, where did where do the desires actually come from? Do they come from, the surface? They come from something that you see on television that tells you you should want this, or because, you see people on social media living a divine, living a luxurious lifestyle, a divine, lifestyle that you would like? Does it come from, um, you know, other people telling you that this is what you should be doing with your life? And so you get this idea in your head that this is what you want to be doing? Or could that desire be put into you and planted in you by your creator? And I'm going to suggest that we were created with certain desires already kind of that are right for us. And having the desires that you may have those desires because you've already connected with that deeper part of yourself that already knows what you need before you even ask. So, the very first thing I want you to consider is taking some time to go within. And if you're hitting a wall and with your manifestations and they're just not coming true, take some time to go within. Take some time to be silent. Take some time to ask infinite intelligence, your higher self, journal about it. What do I really want? Because most of the time, the things that we think that we really want are very surface level. They're not the real deal. And if you were to manifest the things that are at the very surface level, then you wouldn't become the person that you were meant to become in order to create the thing that you were really meant to attract into your life. You see, you have the capacity within you to manifest and create whatever is that you were meant to create. However, if you're just kind of going out there and saying, "Oh, I'm manifesting this, and I'm gonna keep saying my affirmations, and I'm gonna force the universe to submit to my will," well, you may be working against something that, you know, has a little bit more power than you do. And if it's that powerful that you're hitting against something and you're working against that, then I'm going to suggest that that power is intelligent enough to know that you came into this life to serve a higher purpose. You have a purpose that you're meant to fulfill. And, the universe wants you to be happy. The God inside of you wants you to be happy. The universal consciousness wants you to be happy. And it knows what it's actually going to take in order for you to, become happy. So the whole point, why do we meditate if the universe already knows what is best for us? If the universe already knows, and why do we even, why do we even bother with any of this growth if the universe already knows what is meant for us? And the reason is so that we can listen, so that we can hear, so that we can ultimately align ourselves and attune ourselves to that part of ourselves that already knows. So it's about observing, it's about listening, it's about forming this deeper connection and getting into alignment to affirm that I have heard. I have heard, and rather than going into meditation or hypnosis to ask for things, then it's really about going into meditation to ultimately connect and to affirm and to feel that connection with the greater good that already knows what's right for you. So I'd like to kind of put it out there today for you to think about a time in your life. Maybe it's now, maybe it's in the past, where you felt like your deepest desires were not being answered and fulfilled. And I'd like you to consider a new perspective on that, a new perspective that suggests that maybe whenever that happens, whenever those requests are going unanswered and unfulfilled, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe you're not completely in alignment with what is actually meant for you. Because I think that what is actually meant for you is oftentimes so much bigger and so much greater than you will allow yourself to believe and tap into. Maybe you're playing a smaller game than you're meant to play in this life. Maybe you have just sort of like you get a little glimmer of something that you'd like to have, and you just immediately write that off because you don't feel like you're big enough or strong enough or that you have what it takes to actually get there. But I say that if you get that little glimmer, you get that little desire, you get that idea that is coming from a place that is much bigger than you, then that is the desire that you're really meant for. That's the desire that's going to cause you to grow into and become the person that you were meant to become. That is the desire that is going to cause you to align with a deeper wisdom that's within you that already knows what it is that you truly want and what you truly need in order to be a happy, fulfilled, and peaceful person. So I'm going to keep this as a little bit of a shorter episode today. It's really just food for thought. It's really just to inspire you to tap into that internal wisdom, tap into that guidance, tap into that intuition, whatever you want to call it. There is a place inside of you that knows what you want before you even ask for it. And when you tap into that part of yourself, it's really more of an affirmation and a listening and saying, I'm aligning my conscious desire with the super and the subconscious desire and getting your heart, getting your actions, getting your beliefs all in one line so that it's a straight line for you to move forward in your life and move toward the things that are really meant for you. So if you get that little idea, my challenge to you is today to journal about that experience and, contemplate that experience. Imagine yourself. That's the visualization is just, it's another way that you bring things to fruition, but it's not because you're forcing something upon the universe that wasn't meant for you. It's really just getting clear. It's getting aligned. It's getting everything, getting all your ducks in a row. It's just aligning all the forces, your mental force, your energy force, your physical force, and, really just getting yourself all in alignment so that everything moves forward more with ease. So I want you just to consider that for, the next week, and consider this new possible awareness and how this might guide you to, trust yourself, trust the deeper wisdom inside of you, knowing that it's always working in your highest good. Everything that you're thinking of is working for your highest good. But as long as it's really coming from within you and it's not coming from some external place, some superficial place that where you're just thinking, oh, I have to do this because so and so is doing it. No, or because somebody else told you that this is the trajectory. No, you're doing this because this is who you are. This is who you were meant to be. And that is how you manifest, um, the best life. And that's the answer to when you feel like the universe isn't listening and isn't responding to you. It's not that it's not listening. It's that it's causing you to go deeper. It's causing you to pause, and it's causing you to say, "Hey, okay, if this is if maybe this is not necessarily the exact how or the exact direction." And so I want you just to, consider that this week. Know that, everything's always happening. Everything is always happening in, your best interest. And with that said, thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you found value in today's session and you want to learn more about how you can use the power of your mind to manifest your dreams, then I highly encourage you to check out the Believe Hypnosis app. Take a look at all the guided sessions that are all designed to help you to align your energy with your intentions, awaken the limitless power and potential within you. It's all about this awakening, waking up to the power that is already there within you. And so don't forget to share your thoughts, your experiences, and what actions you're taking with me. You can send me an email and let me know. And your journey could be the inspiration that someone else needs to take their first step toward their dreams. And so, thank you so much for joining me today. And remember, the universe is always listening. Just make your desires known, align your energy, and watch as the world unfolds to bring those desires into your life. As long as those desires are aligned with who you really are, you can manifest anything. And so until next time, keep believing in the power of the law of attraction, manifestation, your mind, and the strength of your mind. And as we come to the end of our time together today, I just really want to thank you for joining me on this journey. And remember, when it feels like the universe, is not listening, it might be a sign, it might be an invitation to go a little deeper into the part of you that knows everything and is taking care of you. And it's the part of you that is aligned with your true desires and the universal wisdom that surrounds us all and supports us all. Trust that that silence isn't an absence, but it's actually a presence that's there guiding you to greater clarity and peace. So take this thought with you that the answers you seek are often closer than they appear. And sometimes It's in those quiet, silent moments of reflection that we find our truest guidance. So I hope you find peace and knowledge that you are always being divinely guided toward your highest good. Thank you so much for sharing this time and this space and this energy with me. Until next time, keep trusting, keep opening your heart to find the wisdom that lies within you. And once again, as we close out today's episode of the Power of Your Mind podcast, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the Power of Your Mind podcast on your favorite platform so that you never miss an episode. And if you found value in today's conversation, please take a moment to leave us a review. Your feedback supports our work and helps others to discover the power of their minds. And don't forget to download the Believe Hypnosis app for access to over 1,000 hypnotherapy and meditative sessions that can only further enhance your journey to success. Keep believing in yourself and in the power of your mind to change your life. This is Victoria Gallagher, Law of Attraction Hypnotist. And until next time, keep exploring the power of your mind and happy manifesting.